welcome back to the next day of the Heat Sheet Advent Calendar. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 superstars that have made the most impact and I'd say been the MVPs of the Triple H era or 2024. Right, number one, I'm going to say who I think has probably been the best out of the lot and probably the most improved, I'd say, out of all of them, when you didn't really think he could probably get much better, and that's Drew McIntyre. Not just his work on the mic, which has been one of the best, if not the best, in WWE and the whole of pro wrestling this year. The feuds he's been in with the likes of Damian Priest and CM Punk, a little bit of back and forth with Seth Rollins, and obviously winning the title at WrestleMania. Every feud he's been in, he's made it meaningful, he's made it a must-watch, and he's collected a couple of accolades along the way. He's been Mr. Money in the Bank, he's won the world title, even though it only lasted a couple of minutes. He's still got that on his resume, and he's potentially got the match of the year with CM Punk, and the feud of the year with him as well, alongside the promo of the year with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, where they kind of went off script, and that just shows what can happen when you sort of take the shackles off Drew McIntyre. He has promos of the year, matches of the year, and even with that language barrier, he's still resonating with the whole of the world, whether it be at American events, Clash at the Castle. He's put on bangers at Bad Blood, and yeah, he's my number one on the list of MVPs this year for sure. Number two, I'm going to go with Braun Breaker. You know, he came up from NXT. Fairly shortly after that, he won the Intercontinental title, and he's kind of come out of the shadows of being, you know, a Steiner. Even though he's not got a name, people like to sort of categorise him with that. But for being someone who's maybe struggled on the mic, he's managed to get over with the fans. He's managed to almost organically turn himself from heel to a face and make people really root for him. He is a 2-time Intercontinental Champion now, and he's going to go into the Netflix era, which is the biggest era in WWE history, as, you know, the rightful Intercontinental Champion, which shows a lot of trust from Triple H and WWE, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 6 to 12 months he's on a bigger and better things and winning a world title. So number two is Braun Breaker. Number three, I'm going to go with Liv Morgan. She's been on the Revenge Tour. I know a lot of her matches have been duds with Rhea Ripley, but alongside the bad, there has been good. Some of her best matches and some of her best character work has been in 2024. Obviously, the partnership and the big heel turn at WrestleMania with Dominic Mysterio is probably the pinnacle of her career so far, and has generated the most heel heat as well. Whether she goes into 2025 in a prominent role and keeps that belt until WrestleMania, the sky's the limit for her. She could go even further into the bad books of all the WWE universe. She could become one of the best women heel there's ever been if they keep that partnership going, or she's likeable enough as well to turn face again. So she has a lot going for her. She's got good mic work, she's got good in-ring work, and she's young as well, so I reckon she's only going to get better for the future. So number three is Liv Morgan. Number four, he's became the face of WWE. You know, with Roman's absence, someone had to take all the responsibilities, and the next man, Cody Rhodes, has done that and more. You know, there's not been as dependable a guy, I reckon, on as many shows and as many sort of promos outside of the ring, TV shows, things like this, than since Hulk Hogan or, you know, The Rock back in the day as well. And even John Cena, you know, he's the next pillar that WWE can really rely on in that face role. You know, there's been a lot of heels that have been sort of dominant at the top of the game, like Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar over the last maybe 10 years or so, but there's not been that big face until Cody Rhodes. So He will have a heel run in him at some point, but he's going to be a face for the foreseeable, I think, and he's ever dependable. He'll always put on 3.5, 4-star matches. He's been main event of countless pay-per-views this year, and I wouldn't say he's put on a bad match at all. You know, he can get the crowds invested, and from going from Stardust and all the shite gimmicks he's had before to being the main event and crossover media star that he is a testament to his sort of character as a guy to not give up and reinvent himself as well in the indies, and is more than deserved that he's one of the MVPs of 2024. Number 5, I'm going to go with Bronson Reed. He's had one of these meteoric rises as well. He started the year slow, but towards the end he sort of made his mark by taking out Seth Rollins, being one of the most viral clips of the year. He then led it on to a couple of banger matches with him. He had feuds for the Intercontinental title. He's had one of the best viral moments in War Games, and he's just shown himself as a dependable, reliable main eventer, as well as a really top level mid-carder as well. And where he would have gone without this injury, who knows, but one thing I can tell you is in 2025 Bronson Reed is going to be a massive player in the world heavyweight title picture, I'd say, and he'll bypass any mid-card that there'll be. So Bronson Reed is the final man on this list.